Welcome back to the Composable Checkout, where we review the latest news about composable, e-commerce, and technology. Let's jump right in. First up, IKEA is opening a new store on Roblox. So, not only can you play video games on Roblox, but now you can go shopping for some furniture that's going to take a pain in the butt to put together. But in all seriousness, this is an interesting experience that you'll have, and I'm curious to see how it's going to work out for IKEA as they merge the digital with the physical. Next, Pinterest has decided to work with VTEX to help push their initiative of social commerce. And you see this a lot in social media. Everyone is trying to push from social media to buying, as that's where the money is. And you can see this with the TikTok shop and other places. I feel like Pinterest is already well aligned for this, as people are often putting together boards with products on them. So it'll be interesting to see what this engagement does between VTEX, the platform, and Pinterest, the social media platform. Continuing down, JP Morgan has joined the Mock Alliance. They joined as a supporter, and I personally did not know what a supporter was, so I decided to go and look it up. A supporter is basically someone that supports the Mock Alliance. I assume it means financially, that they're buying in to be part of the community. But it is called out that supporter members are outside of the requirements for mock certifications. So that means that if you're a supporter, you have not gone through the technical certification that you'd expect to be mock. My question to everyone with JP Morgan joining as a supporter, is this going to create confusion? Will end users be able to know the difference between a Mock Alliance certified member and a Mock Alliance supporter? Or is it just going to muddy the waters and kind of dilute the value of that certification process? Let me know what you think in the comments. Next, the SEO firm Yext is actually considering sale. They're looking for someone to buy a takeover interest in their company. Continuing the line, Commerce Tools, the leader in composable commerce, is now HIPAA compliant and HDS certified. So we know that certain companies have tried to go onto the platform before by not storing their PII information, but now it is fully HIPAA compliant, making it a much better choice for companies in the medical field or anyone that has to deal with PII information. This is great news for anyone looking to go composable. Following the composable lookdown, Bloomreach has now launched a new offering. They call it Lumi Search Plus. This is working with Google Cloud, and it gives them an advanced AI model against their search. One of the interesting callouts of this launch is that it's looking to handle longer search queries. And this is a trend that's been ongoing for a long time, that when search engines came out, people would put in keywords. So you'd have 1, 2, 3 keywords trying to narrow down what you're going to get. However, now more and more people are putting in full phrases or entire questions into a search box, and they expect relevant results and a proper answer. So Bloomreach is hoping that this AI and this partnership and this launch will help give them that and improve the search experience even more. Following the AI train, Fastly has launched new tools, an AI accelerator to help developers build out their AI offerings. This is leveraging Fastly's edge computing network, and it will allow you to do AI with less API calls into that large language model and hopefully improve the performance of your AI application. And our final news story is that Shopify has acquired checkout blocks. And I wouldn't necessarily consider Shopify composable, and I think this fits right in with that, in that they are trying to offer a full solution to their clients. Their clients tend to be on the smaller side, and they want everything out of the box rather than having to buy multiple products and combine them together into a best of breed solution. So this is Shopify going down that route. There have been multiple companies that have popped up that have helped with customizing a Shopify front end or a Shopify checkout beyond what their standard monolithic service provides. Checkout blocks is one of them. So it will be interesting to see where this goes for checkout blocks, how it's integrated, but also what's going to happen to everyone else in that space. everyone else trying to offer add-ons and components on top of Shopify, when Shopify is just going to take the model of we'll acquire what we think is the best or build it ourselves rather than have our customers work with everybody else. So that is your news for the week. If you like these segments, make sure to let me know with a thumbs up or a follow. That's the only way I know if we should keep investing in it and keep building these out. Thank you so much. Bye.